Hey guys, as a die-hard Chelsea fan, it was getting tough. To find ways to expend the energy that's yielded by the excitement of facing Arsenal. Yes, Chelsea are going to visit Arsenal in the Emirates Stadium. It is a top of the table clash on a kind of pleasant midsummer English afternoon. And yeah, if we win tomorrow's game, we're going to be one win short of being champions. And that's really good motivation, lads. You gotta win it for us. Okay, so I want to give an amateur match preview about tomorrow's game. And yes, it is a big clash, guys. It's a marquee clash. It's a London derby. Here we go. So here comes the team news. Arsenal are gonna miss Per Mertesacker as he injured himself in the game against Reading in the FA Cup semi-final. They're also gonna miss captain Mikel Arteta. He's still recovering from an ankle injury, which means that Santi Cazorla will be captaining Arsenal against Chelsea. So apart from that, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain is out injured with a groin strain, and we don't really expect Matthew Debussy and Jack Wilshere to take the pitch as they've been pretty injured this season. Um, that means they lack match fitness, obviously, and yes, the back four is going to be Hector Bellerin, Gabriel filling in for Per Mertesacker, Lauren Koscielny, and Nacho Monreal, who's perhaps been the better of the two left backs that Arsenal have. The goalkeeper's spot, okay, Wojciech Szczesny is on the bench, which means it's usually the opposite. Chesney has been really good for the past few seasons. He does his mistakes, but he's still one of the better goalkeepers in the Premier League. But no, this time it's gonna be David Ospina. He's been really good. He's been really good. Honestly, he's been good. And Chesney has had his times. It's been a little bit poor, but yeah, Ospina deserves all the playing time he's getting ahead of Chesney, and that's gonna be Arsenal's back five. So, as we all know, Arsenal have been playing 4-1-4-1 these days. Francis Coquelin, their breakthrough star at defensive midfield, is going to lead the midfield from a defensive point, like they say, the lone defensive midfielder. He's got a lot of responsibility, but he's a really good midfielder. He's a really good player. A discovery. He was nowhere last season, or even if you say for the first half of this season, he was nowhere, man. His comeback good. In fact, great. It has stats that are ridiculously good, and Arsenal have been in a winning streak. They boast literally staggering performance statistics with this guy on the pitch. Yes, he's made a difference. So he'll be the lone man, marshalling Arsenal's midfielders and protecting the back four. Okay, pardon. And the midfielders. Arsenal have four flat midfield players. It's interesting when we've seen Arsene Wenger's tactics lead. Um, he's been playing Arsenal's perhaps the best box-to-box midfielder in their team, wide right. Aaron Ramsey has been playing as a right midfield player. It's kind of worked. It's not that he's like not fitting a role of that on that position, but he's playing right midfield. He does cut in a lot, but he does play that role pretty well. He's got the energy, the legs to run. He makes a lot of runs anyway. So Aaron Ramsey on the right, Ozil and Santi Cazorla in the center. Perhaps he got a bit of work rate issue with Ozil, but he's been literally very good since his injury. His relationship with Cazorla in the central midfield, it gives a lot of partnership. It gives a lot of depth in the midfield area, and these guys have a lot of flair. So if they tick, they're gonna be really, really testing Chelsea. So and the left midfield, oh my God, that guy's gonna be the best in Arsenal right now. Alexis Sanchez. That guy has taken the league by the storm, but yeah. That guy's gonna play left midfield. We know that, and he offers a lot. Last time we faced Arsenal, no, I don't think he played well enough. Perhaps he was taken to the cleaners by one big Gary Cahill tackle, but no, he didn't give Ivanovic that hard a time that we expect him to give. I mean, perhaps he will take his revenge. I mean, it's Emirates after all, and Arsenal are a very strong team. Sanchez on Ivanovic, he'll definitely be beaten for pace, Ivanovic, and yes, we'll have to see how Sanchez gets in behind Chelsea's defense. I mean, Chelsea are going to play a bit deep. I mean, they played deep against Man United. I mean, they did not attack. So we're going to have a similar kind of defense. And Sanchez on the left, he has a lot of work to do and he does it really well. The lone striker, we know it. It's going to be the sexy man. Oh, yeah. It's going to be Olivier Giroud. Giroud has been really good. I mean, the guy has been getting goals since his recovery, and perhaps that's been a really good phase. I mean, Giroud has been injured for the first half of the season. When he's been back, it's been really good for him. Perhaps he's a burn-out guy. I mean, no, he plays the whole season. He gets 15 goals. That's perhaps his limit. Whether he plays half a season. I mean, if you guys remember last season, Giroud started off literally taking the league apart. I mean, Arsenal were leading, right? Arsenal were leading. They were leading the table. They had a sufficient point advantage over Chelsea, Man City, Liverpool, Man United. Of course, Man United, man, they had a shit season last time. But yes, that guy had a really great start to the season and did not end the way he expected. But yes, he did score about 15, 16, 17 goals perhaps. And that's a really good tally. I mean, yes, it's about to get that tally back this season, playing significantly lesser amount of games. So that's your striker, Arsenal striker, Olivier Giroud. So that's going to be the expected lineup for me. Please tell me if I'm missing any injuries, but I think Arsenal are pretty fit this time. They got kind of a healthy squad, you know. It's pretty rare that Arsenal have a almost fully fit squad. And I do expect Walcott to feature in this game. I mean, that is ridiculous if Walcott does not feature. He's been playing games against Chelsea before, and perhaps he's the guy who might hurt Chelsea because he knows the English way of playing. He can get in at defenders, but I do know that he's been injured this season, carrying the last season's knock. Okay, it's not exactly a knot. He fucking got an anterior cruciate ligament injury. Okay, but yes, I do know that Welbeck and Walcott perhaps gonna be on the bench, but they're gonna offer a lot of pace when they come on, and they usually come on. And it's gonna be the Arsenal team. Yes. So let's move on, okay? Okay, so let me talk about Chelsea now.
Here's the thing that makes life so interesting. The theory of evolution claims only the strong shall survive. Maybe so. Maybe so. But the theory of competition says just because they're the strong doesn't mean they can't get their asses kicked. That's right. See, what every long shot come from behind underdog will tell you is this. The other guy may in fact be the favorite. The odds may be stacked against you, fair enough. But what the odds don't know is this isn't a math test. This is a completely different kind of test. One where passion has a funny way of trumping logic. So before you step up to the starting line, before the whistle blows and the clock starts ticking, just remember out here, the results don't always add up. No matter what the stats may say, and the experts may think, and the commentators may have predicted, when the race is on, all bets are off. Don't be surprised if somebody decides to flip the script and take a pass on yelling uncle. And then suddenly, as the old saying goes, we got ourselves a game.
Ramirez! Just crazy! It's home by Diego Costa! Diego Costa, of course. It is Oscar! Absolutely dazzling!
You won't see a better free kick this season, Gary, I'll say that now.
Costa, what a start! Can he make the most of it? Oh, yes he can! This man is just a joy to watch. That is absolutely spectacular from Chelsea!
Okay, so here I am giving the due credits to the guy who made this amazing video. And is there even a doubt who's gonna play better? Is there even a doubt? I mean, seriously,